The next time was when the first My Hero Academia movie was released in 2018. I went with my university friends, and everyone we met was clearly big fans. When Mineta showed up, people actually booed, and this moment brought the house down.
Shit!
This is not normal in UK cinemas. It's considered a faux pas to make any noise during the movie. We don't clap or scream. It was great, and I left the screen feeling like I'd had an unforgettable experience. Although when we left, the people walking in front of us was a girl who had something on her neck. It was a leash, held onto by who I assume was her boyfriend. Now, I don't want to kink shame, but I don't think you should be doing that in public. These are the kind of things that make fan screenings so memorable, for better or worse. I think the pinnacle of a fan screening is the midnight screening. The only movie I've done this with is Avengers Endgame back in 2019. I don't know how you guys felt when this movie came out. I wasn't necessarily excited, but it felt like more like I was going to a mandatory end-of-year meeting. It was like mandatory if you were a nerd back in 2019. I went with my friend, and when we got there, we saw a guy in a Mark III Iron Man suit in the lobby. I don't think he ended up even watching the movie, he was just taking pictures for his Instagram. When we actually watched the movie, everyone was very quiet, almost dead silence. Honestly, it was very similar to a normal screening. And when things got super hyped near the end, me and my friend were like moving around in our seats, but even that felt like too much compared to everyone around us. So it's not always guaranteed to be more involved here. Also, when I booked the tickets to see Endgame, it was the first and only time I was put on an online queue to buy tickets. I wonder if a movie will ever be that highly anticipated again. When I saw the double bill of Wicked last November, the audience actually clapped before and after the movie finished. And this took me by surprise. As I said, it's quite unheard of here. I'm sure this is normal in places like America. Here it felt very out of the ordinary. So yeah, fan screenings are probably the closest you can get to the magic of how the cinema used to be. I don't know how the Amazing Digital Circus finale is going to go, but fingers crossed it can get close to some of these interesting past fan screenings. I've honestly always wanted my own stories to get people as excited as they do at fan screenings. I've actually released my own story, a full illustrated novel called Let's Be Titans. I spent the past 4 years working on it and I'm very proud of it. Here's the synopsis. Catch that? Too fast. Sorry about that, here you go. Please check it out and let me know what you think about it by leaving a review, if you do end up reading it. I also want to know if you've had any interesting experiences at fan screenings. Let me know in the comments.
Enjoy the film!